Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Kaizer Chiefs won 3-1 against AmaZulu. And I gave my comments yesterday, and a lot of you have unsubscribed. A lot of you said you hate me. A lot of you said ngikaka. A lot of you have said bad things about me, and that's okay. And what I'm going to do for those people who said I was too critical, who said I was too harsh on the players, I'm going to advise you on today's video. Today's video, I'm going to talk about the first 25 minutes. So those of you who only want to hear good vibes about Kaizer Chiefs, listen to the first part where I talk about the 25 minutes. And then the second half of the video, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be talking about player ratings and my overall assessment of the game. And for those of you who just want to hear good things, stick to the first part of the video. And those of you who want to hear my opinions of the whole game, stick to the rest, because the truth is that, guys, we won't agree on opinions, and I saw the game the way I saw it. And if you don't like the way I saw it, give your opinions in the comments, tell me what you think. And I always say I want to make a platform where you guys can come and chat to me, etc. So we're gonna make more live videos and we can hear the comments. But guys, come, if you want to join the channel and debate with me, come onto the channel and I'll set up some time. We will do videos one-on-one. But let's get into it. But before we get into that, please subscribe. For those of you unsubscribed, I'm sorry I said anything that was negative and you didn't like. I'm sorry. But anyway, guys, it is what it is. Subscribe to the channels that you like and the truth that you prefer to hear. That is all I'm going to say. You don't have to subscribe to me. If you want to subscribe to another channel, I just want you to be a happy Kaizer Chiefs supporter. But let's talk about it. First 25 minutes. A lot of things went right. We were very, very dominant in the first 25 minutes. In the first 25 minutes of this game, Kaizer Chiefs was amazing. And when I say amazing, I'm like, AmaZulu almost was, it felt like we're going to win 6-7-0 in the first half. It honestly felt like we're going to beat AmaZulu 7-0 in the first 25 minutes. In the first 25 minutes, from minute number 1, Duba was already doing his things in the box, doing a square pass that couldn't find anyone. Like in the first minutes, we were pressing them high. I feel like AmaZulu's defenders were overwhelmed. They thought they would have more time, but Chiefs was pressing them high. And when they pressed them high, they were making mistakes. And it took them a while to get comfortable, which only happened after 3 goals. The first goal was a very good goal taken by Kaizer Chiefs. I like what Chivarero did, but most important, I like what Miguel did. I touched on this previously in yesterday's game. I'm like, Miguel's anticipation is crazy. If you have had a chance to watch the whole game, Miguel does things that you can see the other players don't do, and that is why we concede goals. For example, if a player is running direct to the box, Miguel doesn't like you waiting for the player to take a shot or you waiting for the player to make a decision. He wants you to force him to do something. He doesn't want you to make an opposition attacker comfortable. So what Miguel would tend to do is that he would leave his position to pressure someone and quickly indicate someone to come behind him. So he would be like, Blom, go behind me. And then he would attack that player. If he sees Abo Blom or Abo Mat or sleeping. Because what happens is that Abo Blom, Abo Mat, etc. and a lot of the players around, when they defend, they think defending is just going behind and standing and waiting. But defending is also pressing the player on the ball and forcing him to play the ball where you want it to be and not giving him time to find the player. So that's what Miguel did, and we scored. Rangachi Vavero, nice finish there. Yeah, nice finish, Rangachi Vavero. It is basically your only contribution of the game, but anyway, we still want a striker who can put the ball in the net. The second goal was Serino. The most important part of that Serino goal was actually Mdu Shabalala's run. Mdu Shabalala's run was the most important run of that move, because if Mdu Shabalala did not run behind Serino and make that run, Mubara was going to make a chance to Mubara was going to take that moment to go after Serino. But Mubara couldn't go after Serino, so he had to stay back and wait to see what Serino's going to do, because he saw Mdu running and it was another opportunity. Had Mubara come for Serino, Mdu was going to have a one-on-one with the keeper. So Mdu was the most important person in that goal. And then the corner, I mentioned this in the Murumo Gallants game. for whatever reason, Kaizer Chiefs is going to score a lot of set pieces this season because they are practicing set pieces, which is not what they did last season. Last season, we couldn't score goals, but for whatever reason, we did not practice set pieces. And you can see the set pieces are going to come right. And yeah, I'm going to touch on Mfundo Vilakazi because he did some things that were negative in the game, but I could see his vision. So I'll chat on that. So now the first half of the video is done. For those of you who just want to see happy things and nice things and want to talk about AmaSweet and everything that was nice about Kaizer Chiefs' performance, the first 25 minutes of the video is gone. For those of you who want to hear the full analysis of 90 minutes, the 65 minutes that you guys, the other people don't want to talk about, now this is the time. Player ratings, let's jump into it. Ntwari, he didn't really have much threat, I would say, because AmaZulu was not shooting enough. He basically, every time they got to, the only time there was a solid shot at Ntwari was the goal, and I think towards the end of the game where they took a shot and he took a save at the near post. So Ntwari we haven't seen enough of Ntwari to know how good he is as a shot stopper, a reaction, and say we've seen him concede a goal, but I can't be too faulty on him in that. The one thing I will say about Ntwari that I think he needs to fix is his distribution. Chiefs has always prided itself on distribution, and Ntwari has a long way to go. That is all I'm saying, is that it's better when he just passes the defenders here, but when we are closed down here, he has to find long passes and his passing is not great. So that's the one thing I'll say there. I'll give him a 6. Cross, for those of you who love Cross, please close your ears. Cross, I'm going to give a 4. Cross was a freeway. He did not give anything up front, and at the back, he was a freeway. So at the freeway, when I say he was a freeway, AmaZulu could have scored 3 goals just by Cross's existence on the left. But because AmaZulu is a poor team, they couldn't utilize the opportunities they got. And that is my fear, that Cross will meet more smarter players, more clinical players, and they'll concede. And I'm also going to touch on the Sundowns game. Dudley, good game. I'll give him a 7 because the game did end 3-1 because our defense did make good anticipations and they did save us a lot of the time. So I'll give him a 7. Miguel, I'll also give Miguel a 7 as well. One point I wanted to mention about Miguel is that he needs to watch his temper and he needs to watch what he does off the ball, because we can see he's the most important player in our defense now. So he needs to watch his yellow cards. Right back, Frosler also had a similar game to Cross, but what's better about Frosler is that he has pace. So a lot of the times when they were trying to attack Frosler's side, he could take down Umureme or take down whoever was coming on the right, just because they couldn't pass him that easily. But even though once or twice they did pass him. So Frosler, I'm going to give a 6. And then defensive midfielder Blom, for the time that he did play, I will also give him a 6.5 to 7, because the one thing Blom is, he's a good passer of the ball, he's a good reader of the game. The only thing is that his fitness level is not at where it should be, which is the negative. Blom looks like he's 3 to 5 games away from full fitness, match fitness. So it will be interesting once he has fitness. Once Blom has fitness, I think it will be better. It will be easier for Nabi to start playing players like Sam Kelozwane, etc. Though Nabi did hint that Sponsing Teta might start against Sundowns. Matt, I'm going to give a 4. Gave away possession, was just giving away the ball, was Santa Claus on steroids. He was Father Christmas, and as what's happening. But anyway, maybe because it was snowing there by KZN, Matt decided to be Santa Claus with the ball. But anyway, next one, Sirino. I'm also going to give Sirino a 7. Not his greatest, not the performance that like he did at Murumo, but influence-wise, he still influenced in the first 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, Sirino was also doing things that weren't benefiting the team. He was being fancy at times and giving away the ball. Nabi even shouted at him at one point because we were just got the ball out of the box from defending. They passed it to Serino. Serino tried a flick. He flicked it straight to AmaZulu. They almost scored, and Nabi didn't like that part. So I'm gonna give Serino a 7 because of his influence, and without him I don't think we score a lot of our goals. But anyway, that's why I'm going to give him 7, and I'm not going to go higher than that, so forget. And then Shabalala, I'm going to give him a 6.5 this time round. He also has very influential and very good passes. I just don't know what happened after 25 minutes to the whole team. They just went flat. Duba, I am going to give Duba a 6. He had good performance, good runs, but we have a problem on the right side. That's what I'm saying. The right side, someone needs to take that right side and make it their own. But Duba actually had a better game than what Saile has been giving us. And Ranati Vavero scored a goal, 6, but other than that, he didn't do anything. Mfundo Vilagazi, the point I wanted to touch on Mfundo is that he has the right idea, he just doesn't have the right execution. There's one pass that he gave, he passed through, and if that defender didn't header it, it was going to find cross at the back post, and it was going to be a tap in. I saw it do, Mfundo Vilagazi, I saw that pass, but because it didn't end up by a cross and you did it fancy, it looks like a wasted ball. So sometimes play it simple, man. Play it simple. Play want to enjoy the ball. I think that's the one thing I'll give criticism I'll say about him, to enjoy the ball, boy. Like, you just don't give it away too much time. Don't try make an instant impact. Sometimes just take it. Chama want to make a deep run, try to do those kind of thing. That's what I'll say about that. And to the Sundowns game, I said Chiefs is going to lose to Sundowns, but I'm going to retract that statement because I think we do have a chance of scoring goals. But at the same time, I'm more worried about what happened in defense. Because why I'm saying I'm worried about what happened in defense, Chiefs scored 3 goals. Iguodaro scored a goal. Iguodaro hit the post. Muremi hit the post. We cleared the ball off the line from Iguodaro. Those are 4 chances that AmaZulu had, clear-cut chances. When I say clear, I'm saying clear-cut chances that AmaZulu had. And then Hanamoop had a free header in the box that was saved by Ntwari. So AmaZulu in all had 5 clear chances. Chiefs had 3 clear chances. Chiefs scored 3. AmaZulu scored 1 from their 5 chances. So what I'm saying is, against Sundowns, we don't have the luxury of that. But Nabi did say, how you approach AmaZulu won't be how you approach Sundowns. So I'm hoping we do fix that. But I'm scared that I don't want him to be too defensive against Sundowns, because I'm tired of watching a defensive team against Sundowns. It's the most boring thing ever. So that is all I have for today. But I will still say this. 25 minutes good, 65 minutes bad. If you guys are happy with the 25 minutes so much that you are willing to ignore the 65 minutes, I'm happy for you. But for me personally, when I watch my team, when I analyze my team, I want to see where the mistakes are coming from. I'm not going to praise nonsense. So that's all I'm saying. So in this, I'm saying I'm not going to praise a poor performance just because I'm happy that we won. Yes, last season we weren't winning, so now we're winning. We must be happy. We are happy. But what is happening is that there's so many holes that we're not looking at, that when it's time to cry, a lot of you, the time, if Sundowns comes this weekend and beats us 5-0 or 6-0, you guys are going to jump on Nabi. Are going to say, Nabi, hey, you guys are going to attack the players in a bad way, etc. But you chose to not be conscious of this from the midweek game, to be like, actually midweek game we already saw these problems. So that's why I'm saying you need to also watch your expectations of your team. Chiefs is probably gonna lose against Sundowns, but at the same time, what did we expect? We were number 10 last season. If we do lose at Sundowns, it's fine, as long as we beat all the other small teams. Our aim this season is to beat Mickey Mouse Nama Daffy Duck, the Twinkie Twinkies of the team. We need to beat all of these Twinkie Twinkies. Sibashaya bonke. So Nesity TS Tumba, Nesity the richest bay Tumba, Pulikwane City Tumba, Zonke AmaZulu, bonke. Stellenbosch Sababona. Super Sport, we will beat one, or at least out of the 2 games in the season, we'll beat them once. Stellenbosch, I also believe at least out of the 2 games in the season, we'll beat them once. But when it comes to Sundowns and maybe even Pirates and Cape Town City, it will be more difficult to win both those games. So that's all I have to say for today. But guys, in all, I want to say love and peace. Don't fight. Don't fight with me just because you don't agree with my opinion. Amakhosi.